On April 2023, early in the morning, Rick Shearman woke up feeling excited. The ocean was calling to him with huge swells rolling through Byron Bay. A father of 4 who worked as a builder grabbed his board and ran to the beach for an early morning surf. But this wasn't going to be just any ordinary surf session. This day would forever change his life. With the current grip tightening, Rick knew he couldn't fight his way back. He needed a rescue, but there was a problem. In his rush to get to the water, he'd left his phone on the shore, cutting him off from any means of communication. Desperate for help, he turned to the one device he had, his Apple Watch Ultra, hoping it could be his lifeline. At that moment, when all hope seemed lost, Rick took a deep breath, remembering the Emergency SOS feature he'd seen in a recent Apple commercial. Remembering the steps, he quickly pressed the side button 5 times. Triggering the watch's emergency feature. Seconds later, his watch was in contact with 000, also known as Zero, Australia's emergency number. The operator quickly grasped the gravity of the situation. Rick, who had kept his calm, was more than a kilometer offshore, battling a strong current. Help was on the way, but it had to be coordinated carefully to ensure everyone involved was safe. The call was transferred to Surf Life-Saving NSW, who immediately dispatched to rescue helicopters and jet skis. One of the choppers was from Westpac Lifesaver helicopter, equipped with advanced search and rescue capabilities. As the rotoblades whirred to life, the helicopter crew raced toward Rick's last known location, scanning the ocean for any sign of the struggling surfer. Meanwhile, Rick battled the relentless pull of the current, the weight of the sea around him a constant threat. But he had made the right call. Just when his strength was about to fail him, the Coast Guard chopper arrived. Spotting him in the distance, they dropped a life raft into the sea. As the strong current made it difficult for Rick to keep his head above the waves, the rescuers made multiple attempts to reach him. Finally, they managed to secure the life raft to his bodyboard, providing some stability. With the assistance of the second chopper, they successfully hoisted Rick out of the water onto the helicopter. His ordeal was over, but as the helicopter touched down back on solid ground, the full weight of his experience hit him. He was safe, but it had been close. Looking back, he realized that if he hadn't had his Apple Watch Ultra, or if he hadn't acted fast, things could have ended very differently. Imagine a busy city street. You're in the thick of things, completely engrossed in your... Suddenly, you feel a sharp pain in your chest. Your heart is pounding. But in the chaos of the city, how do you access help? That's where your iPhone comes in. With its fall detection feature, your iPhone can sense a fall. If you don't respond, it automatically dials emergency services. No need to fumble with a screen or buttons. It's a silent, efficient call for help. Picture this. You're on a mountain trail, miles away from any network. You trip, hitting your head hard on the rocky ground. You try to get up, but everything starts to spin. Luckily, your iPhone senses the fall. Even without service, it knows exactly what to do. It sends a pinpoint location of where you are to emergency services via satellite. Soon, a rescue team is on the way, following a direct line to you. What if there's an accident on the road? Maybe you're a passenger, unable to reach your phone. Your iPhone, however, is still connected. It detects the crash, sounding the alarm both inside the car and outside. With its powerful speakers, it calls for help and stays on the line with emergency services, guiding them to the exact location of the accident. And let's not forget the silent heroes, people who might not realize they're at risk, like those with irregular heartbeats. An Apple Watch can detect unusual heart rhythms, alerting you and your doctors before a potentially dangerous situation arises. All these scenarios, while fictional, aren't far from reality. Thanks to advancements in wearable technology, safety features are shifting from futuristic concepts to everyday essentials. While these features were initially designed with the older generation in mind, they quickly gained recognition for their broader applications. Injuries and accidents don't discriminate by age, and these features proved invaluable in many situations. The ability of a phone to detect a fall and subsequently call for help proved to be a game changer. In many cases, it meant the difference between receiving timely medical attention and potentially worsening injuries. However, as impressive as these features were, they were limited by one key factor: connect. For automatic emergency calling to work, the phone needed to be connected to a cellular network. This posed a significant challenge in rural areas or during outdoor activities like hiking or biking, where network coverage can be spotty at best. Enter the iPhone 6 South, which marked Apple's foray into satellite connectivity for emergency purposes. This capability allowed the iPhone to send SOS messages via satellite even in remote locations where cellular networks were unavailable. This innovation provided peace of mind to adventurers and those living in remote areas, knowing that help was just a message away, literally. Though these features were often highlighted during product launches, their real-world impact wasn't always top of mind for most users. That changed with the Apple Watch Ultra, a ruggedized version of the Apple Watch specifically designed for outdoor enthusiasts and emergency personnel. Its enhanced durability and battery life made it an ideal companion for those venturing into the great outdoors. But the real game changer was the emergency siren feature, allowing users to emit a loud, attention-grabbing sound that could be heard for up to 600 feet. Imagine you're lost and injured. This feature could be your beacon, guiding rescuers to your exact location. Apple's marketing emphasized the Ultra's potential in such scenarios, positioning it as a must-have for anyone frequently engaging in outdoor activities. But beyond the marketing hype, how often are these features actually used? Enter Rick Shearman, a man who found himself in a terrifying situation, highlighting the importance of preparedness and the critical role technology can play in our safety. His story, which was covered by media outlets like 9 News, brought a real-life context to these often overlooked features. Rick's experience serves as a testament to the effectiveness of Apple's safety features, proving that they're not just marketing gimmicks, but life-saving tools. His ordeal, which began with a routine surf session and escalated into a battle against a strong rip current, underscored the unpredictability of nature and the fragility of life. When Rick found himself being pulled out to sea, his initial attempts to fight the current were few. As the strong undertow persisted, his realization that he needed help was both sudden and urgent. Without a phone to call for assistance, he turned to his Apple Watch Ultra, triggering its Emergency SOS feature. This pivotal decision proved to be his lifeline as his Apple Watch connected him directly to emergency services, coordinating a swift and effective rescue operation. The involvement of Surf Life Saving NSW and the Westpac Lifesaver helicopter was instrumental in locating and rescuing Rick. Their rapid response ensured that he received timely medical attention, ultimately saving his life. Rick's ordeal not only showcased the effectiveness of Apple's safety features, but also the importance of being prepared for unexpected situations. His story underscores the significance of having a smartphone with fall detection and cellular connectivity, especially for those who regularly engage in outdoor activities or live in remote areas. Furthermore, Rick's experience highlights the growing role of wearable technology in emergency response. The Apple Watch Ultra's emergency siren feature could have been particularly useful in his situation, allowing him to emit an audible signal to attract the attention of nearby rescuers. As technology continues to advance, it's essential to recognize the potential impact these features can have on our safety. While it's natural to be skeptical of marketing claims, Rick's story serves as a reminder that these features are not mere gimmicks, but can be life-saving tools. His journey from a routine surf session to a harrowing battle against a rip current and his subsequent rescue serves as a compelling testament to the power of preparedness and the transformative role technology can play in emergency situations.